What's going on, guys? Let's bring the mic a little bit closer. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, I can't help but feel like a bit of a smurf or something in here. There we go. I feel better. They never saw it coming, Devin. Never. I was almost gonna do the whole video in costume, just silent. Trying to stay in character. Oh man. Let me take this guy off. Whew. Oh man. Yeah, Paris, I seen the stuff you sent me. That's right. You got Jason nips. Oh man. I do like this hood though. This is one of the better made hoods, which I think I might do a review video on this tonight. Never noticed how the bruising and everything around this part of the body is. That's a nice touch. Jason tits! Hey. They are accurate to the character. Although mine is it's not like this color they are too. These are some of the weirdest looking nips I've ever seen, but then again, it is Jason. So, weird nips it is. Oh, it's going good over here, Chuck. How you doing? I'm reading all the chat off of my phone because my chat laptop is updating right now, and it looks like that's going to take a while. Oh, no worries, Devin. You just missed me popping up on camera and costume. Which I'll probably do a review on this guy. Probably record the video after the stream and then upload it tomorrow, since my Michael Myers one was so well received. Yeah, I want to give you guys a full 360 look at that guy. Wouldn't mind getting like some kind of prosthetic on my eye. I'll be doing the sharing before the stream, which is why I'm starting a little early. Put these guys over to the side. Pull up my Facebook real quick. getting ready to pull some of these up for you, Paris. Where are you? There you are. There we go. You make that a little bigger. There we go. Alright, so we got you with the chainsaw blade on there. Yeah, I heard about that. It was essentially, from what I understand, Devin, with Spider-Man, Disney tried to change the deal that Sony had with them. And from what I pretty much heard, the deal was not exactly fair compared to what their deal was. So, and since Sony took their ball and went home, which, I mean, they already got everything kickstarted for them. They got Tom Holland. They got Spider-Man. They don't really need any other connection to the MCU. They already got a successful Venom movie. Fuck it. Give us Maximum Carnage. I think it'll work just fine. Like, outside of the MCU. But yeah, to the subject at hand. Look at that. Look at this beauty. The chainsaw blade. Is that wood? Did you make that out of wood? That looks really good. Yeah, that's wood. That looks really, really good. Like, no lie. Like, that's... Oh, especially on the arm. Oh, that looks like that would kick so much ass. Well, you look at it this way, Death. You may not get to see Spider-Man with the Avengers, but we can get into the Spider-Verse live-action movie still. I'm interested, Music Man, to see if they're going to keep Woody Harrelson as Cletus. All the angles. The weathering on that is really good on the chainsaw itself. Nice. Somewhere chilling's in tears watching that Michael Myers mask burn on your shirt too. Yeah, Death. I mean, any comic book superhero, if they have to rely on other heroes to carry them through their own franchise, their chances are not going to be that successful, or at least that memorable to begin with. So, I mean, Spider-Man being taken out of the MCU for now, that doesn't mean he's going to be out forever. Eventually, Sony will make a deal with Disney to put him back. But I'm hoping we at least get a movie with Venom and Spider-Man to at least get the symbiote on Spider-Man at some point. So that way Venom can have the white spider on his chest. That's all I want. I need my Tobey Maguire bat. Never know. A live action Into the Spider-Verse will get you that. And we got the full distance chainsaw blade. I made that. Both the shirt and the chainsaw. Definitely nice job on that. Very interested to see once you get it done completely, because I'm assuming you're going to be painting the blade. Alright, let me turn off the music, because I'm getting ready to play your first video here, Paris.
I'll just do a little quick video of my Ash vs. Evil Dead Reloader here. Came in as a blank and it was in pretty rough shape when it got to me. Luckily it wasn't because of the print itself, it's just that the primer the guy added was fucking atrociously applied. So I had to kind of go in, scrape it off, and then sand everything smooth and paint it up, and this is what I've kind of come up with. It's not entirely screen accurate, it's actually a lot more grubby and grimy than it was actually in the show, if you actually look at the screen caps. But, you know, I've tried to kind of replicate the main gist. Just use a base of silver, use some black washes, a bit of orange for the rust effect. I didn't use much rust effect, I just used a bit. I still need to do this little piece right here. Need to make that more of a darker, kind of brown, rusted metal kind of look. Got the yellow tabs there, like they're just kind of worn away and sloppily painted on by Ash. Got the two bullets here, which are held in by magnets. I'll show you guys that right now. Just kind of twist it out. There. You can see one shotgun shell right there. You can see the magnet on top.
It's pretty good.
The holes for the magnets were not really that big, so I had to kind of carve them out and then just kind of sloppily add the magnets and using some super glue, some Loctite. But I don't think it came out too bad. You know, just kind of like.
Yeah, I'm well aware of how to use Loctite.
Make sure you get it nice.
There's not many of my costumes that don't have Loctite on it somewhere. Kind of fall like that.
So, you know, you have to kind of like position them right. Well, that's still not it. Takes a bit of twisting and fussing before you get it right, but there we go. So yeah, guys, here's a quick little look at my reloader here. I'll be going live once I finish up everything on here and finish up darkening the boots and dyeing the pants, and I will show you guys the whole costume being worn. All that's really left on this reloader here.
Yeah, Dad, she's feeling somewhat better. She's upstairs sleeping now, so it's good. Very likely she won't be joining us tonight.
Right here that aren't removable. This is what these two bolts right here magnetize to. I'm not sure if this thing needs a clear coat or not. I'm not sure if the paint will be strong enough without it. But I kind of want to keep that silver sheen, so I'll try probably adding like some Mod Podge to it. See how it goes. But yeah, guys, we're on the final stretch. Just some gold, some red, and some brown acrylic paint. And the entire Ash cosplay is finished. Funnily enough, it's all because of paint. So I thank you guys for watching, and I hope to go live soon with the entire cosplay. Thanks for viewing.
This is not a bad paint job at all. That's really good. Alright, so let's check out the next video.
Nights, very funny. I was actually planning to do this live later, but you know, I just feel it didn't really need to wait. This is just a quick gloss over of details on my entire cosplay. This is not the full reveal of it. This is not the full breakdown. I just figured I'd go over what I have and what I don't have. So I'm gonna wait for some people to jump on, and then we can get right into the gloss over of some details. I have everything by me right now. I just need everyone to jump on in. Actually, as you guys are jumping on, I'm going to get a drink really quick. So I will be right back.
Don't leave us hanging, Paris.
Right now, we are getting into
shit.
cosplay stuff. This is not going to be the full reveal. I'm still working on a few things. This is more or less just a gloss over of stuff I got done. So very, very exciting to reach the end stretch here, to finally be close to getting done. So the way I plan to do this is I plan on working on the more basic stuff first that anybody can get, and then we'll move our way on to the harder stuff, okay? So let's get started. Now, something that's very easy, the clothes. The shirt that I have is just a dark blue work shirt, Cabell's outdoor gear shirt. Just a simple blue. See there with the double pockets.
That's pretty nice.
It's got some pretty good work. It's
Definitely
not exactly like the shirt, but it looks pretty close.
Looks accurate enough to me.
I plan on grading the shirt soon. I plan on getting the key shirt, just like Al mentioned. But I'm just doing this for Comic-Con, so this is what I have so far, just a basic blue shirt. I'm not sure if you can still get these, because this was like the only one I saw on eBay. But, you know, if you can get it, find it. But if not, go for the key shirt, because that'll be a lot more accurate than this, just because it'll have that nice jean material look. We're just going to nicely fold that up here. I usually just put my Ash cosplay in this green bucket, so that I can have everything together, including the accessories. Got this off eBay for just a couple bucks. But the way to go would probably be the apparel key shirt, like Al mentioned. Here we have some light brown pants by the Goodwill. These are pretty close. I do plan on slightly darkening them a bit. I'm not sure. I'm still deciding on it. I think they look pretty good. They look pretty close. They got the nice further away loops like in the show. They are fit to my body, so they're like 38 waist. Very nice. Turn around the back here.
I mean, they look good.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think.
But I wouldn't be mad if you darkened them.
Carhartt material, but you know, I'm trying to go for the cheap here. I want it to look accurate, but I don't want to break the bank. So you know, you got some nice Goodwill pants that I found at Target for just again a couple bucks. So we're gonna put that here. Up next is this belt. It's just a basic brown leather belt. You can get this at any store. Single holes. I do plan on poking holes in it so that way I can actually put on the harness. Just a simple belt that'll fit around you. Nothing too complex or fancy about that. Just a dark brown belt. The photos I took made this belt look lighter than what it actually is. It's the right color. It just looks odd on camera. I'm not sure why. Looks decent on this camera though. See a nice dark brown belt.
Oh, it's all about lighting, too, with that.
And then lastly, for the clothes... Oh, no, not lastly. Up next is some black socks. You can get these in a big bag for just like 13 bucks. Chose the more longer socks just because that's what you had in the show, and I hate ankle cut socks. Those just make my blood run cold, and I just refuse to wear them. Refuse. Nice black socks there. And yes, I do know the... English. I do fold these clothes nicely just because. And lastly, for the main clothes portion, is just some brown boots. I do plan on going in with some dirt on these and just rubbing it in so that way they look a bit more darker than what they are now.
Okay.
These are Bram, the name of Trust boots with the little bowl on there. Pretty neat. They look pretty close to the show, I feel. Again, not exact. I'm not going for fully exact here. I'm just going for close enough. So here's the boots. And that does it for the easy stuff when it comes to the clothes. Up next, you got your boomstick. This is the one that Al mentioned. It's the Western double barrel shotgun. Got the red tips on there. And I plan on eventually filling the holes.
I keep the red tips for the con.
Because I feel lazy. And after the con, I am debating whether or not I want to saw this down and then just make an orange plug for it. But it does make sound. And then whenever you want to just pop out barrels, you can do that. The barrels go.
Oh, that's definitely not bad.
The bullets come flying out, and they're a little finicky to put back in.
For the
I noticed if you
cosplay
put them in, like, a
music
certain
videos
order,
that they do
they
it
go in just
sometimes,
fine.
that would be pretty cool to
Somewhat.
do. Like have it where you're
Go in there, you little
blasting
fucker.
and then pop the bullets out.
And I look like a liar. Oh, come on. There we go. Just close it back up. There's your boomstick. Again, just a couple of bucks. Nothing too fancy. And lastly, for the easy stuff, well, depending, is my shotgun reloader. As you guys can see, I have glued everything onto place. It's a little crooked, but it's not too horrible. I need to sand it up, and I need to get to painting it and coloring it, but, you know, doesn't look bad. I've added the magnets already, and I'm going to add the magnets on the back here. You can either buy this, like I did, as a kit, which is cheaper, or you can just order the entire thing full. I will put a link in the next scenario if that's okay with Al. Al, would that be okay if I dropped the link to this in the group? Just type yes or no, doesn't matter. But yeah, it comes with the 2 shells, and you can choose to put magnets in these or not. I will be putting magnets in these. These will not fit in the boomstick. These are way too long, but, you know, it makes for a nice effect when you can just kind of, like, stuff them in your pocket and then just, like, kind of reload this thing.
Huh, nice.
They do not come with belt clips on the back, so I will need to make those. So it's no big issue, though. I'm probably just going to use elastic and super glue mine on. No big deal. And that does it for the easy stuff. Now let's move on to the more harder things. We're going to go up. Okay, so I will post a link to the shotgun reloader in the group. Up next, you got your Necronomicon. Al is making a very
Always
amazing
an
Necronomicon.
essential one.
I've helped him actually find a lot of the pages, I think. Al, I think you said I helped a lot with the pages, I feel. But if you can't afford Al's book, because I know he is selling one, and I would love to get it if I could afford it in the future. But I can't, so this is my cheap alternative, which is just the old classic paper, toilet paper, and some glue. That's it. Ooh, a tie tack. Okay, yeah, that would probably work too. I was thinking about just making them with some Velcro strips and just like making it more like a loop, actually.
I mean, it's not
But
it's not a
those
bad
sound pretty
book.
good, too.
It's definitely a
But
pretty
yeah,
good
this is my
one.
book of the day.
Although I do know, I see what you mean, Paris, to cut you off. But I do know Trick or Treat Studios is doing a
Basically just
Evil Dead
slathered it
2
in
book
toilet paper and glue,
with the pages,
and then I used a razor to cut out the face.
which I'm thinking I'll likely
as
get that. I
substaples, and they do
have a new item that is going to be coming Friday. I have a couple of Hellraiser boxes, but I don't have one that actually functions, at least until now. I'll have that coming Friday. So I'll even be doing a review on that for some of you guys that may be a little apprehensive about getting one. But that's a good book, especially once you look on the inside. That's some pretty cool drawings. I think the only book I used last year when I went to Baltimore Comic Con, I used the old Evil Dead 1. I guess it's the Necronomicon edition one. Not Evil Dead 2, but the Evil Dead 1 version. Looked good with some of the Jason pictures. But that's not bad for being toilet paper and all of that. That's really good. Let me jump over to your final video.
Okay, my hands were not on that. You guys saw that. I was holding this book. I guess the internet glitched out for a second. Oops. Okay, I'll wait for everybody to jump back on, then we'll get back into it, because I'm not sure what happened here. Okay, we got Ryan back. I'll wait for everybody to jump back on, because the last live just completely cut me off. I'm not sure what the fuck that was about. Maybe I can go back and rename them as, like, Ash Cosplay Easy Mode, and then Ash Cosplay Hard Mode. Yeah, I know, Kyle. Christ, like, you would think with the way technology is evolving, it would learn not to do shit like that. Like, whatever.
Internet's
So we'll just wait for everybody to jump back on.
You know I know that, Paris.
Gremlins in the system. No, it can't be Gremlins. It's gotta be Deadites. Okay, we got everybody back. I'm sorry, guys.
Maybe
I'm not sure.
Deadite Gremlins.
I'll go back and label these videos. Part 1,
Next
the clothes, and then
time
part
on
2, the
Dark
armory.
Theories.
Just because I feel it would make sense. You know, you got the normal clothes, which is for the beginners, and then you got the hard stuff, which is the armory. Okay? So Necronomicon, it's kind of like a fusion of all the books together. You got the sides of Evil Dead 1, you got the cover of Ash vs. Evil Dead, you got a few pages from Army of Darkness, you got a few pages from Ash vs. Evil Dead, you got pages from all the movies. You know, just nice flip through there.
That's pretty nice.
So, Necronomicon, the easier of the armory. Up next is my harness. I've talked in fucking nauseum about this, so I won't go too long. This is not a tutorial yet. This is more or less just glossing over everything I have, so that way you guys can get like a basic idea of what you would need for an.
Yeah, Robert, I know
cosplay.
you're talking about. I haven't watched that
my
movie in
version where I
decades,
try to kind of go
but,
screen accurate, but still
I know
try to
you're
stay on
talking
budget.
about.
It's a weird hybrid. But yeah, you got my harness here. German Y strap harness, some webbing, a couple snaps, already pre-made hook, some rivets, and some acrylic paint. Nothing too much. You got my old Kelly belt here with my pouch. This came with my shitty harness that I tried to upgrade and it did not go too well. Because I obviously had to upgrade again. I do plan on redoing this sometime in the future and giving it away with my old harness. Just not quite yet because I need this for Comic-Con. But once I redo the pouch, this guy will be going along with a giveaway. I decided to just give away the old harness for free because I just don't think it warrants the $60 that I paid. But yeah, here's my Kelly Pelton pouch. And now, lastly, I'm not sure. Oh, whoops, no, that was not lastly. My bad. This is going to be one of the harder things, but it's not going to be nearly as hard about what's coming up. So you got your power glove here. Just 3D printed piece, some piece of flashing, a black piece of fabric, a clip, whatever you call this thing here is a cam buckle. Just backpack strap and just a bunch of screws.
So essentially the
Again, it's not a
gauntlet
tutorial, but,
kind of part.
This is just a power glove. You can find this printable piece at Thingiverse, and this is just a basic piece of aluminum flashing. You can find this at your local Lowe's. Just a pretty cheap, a very cheap, easy build if you have a 3D printer. And now the piece de resistance, the chainsaw. I'm not sure if you guys will ever be able to get this sometime in the future, but this is the chainsaw that I got from Bob
nice
John,
paint
aka
job on
Pittsburgh
the blade.
Chainsaws, in a deal that me and him made. And you can see I guys got the placeholder bar here. Again, this is not the final bar. This is just something I whipped up for Comic-Con. A bar is coming to me from... I'm probably not going to say who, just because he was a former member here. I just decided to give it to me for free for some reason. Just contacted me to say, hey, you want this bar for free? I said, sure, why not? So I'll be getting a bar from him. But this is just kind of like a nice placeholder just for the con. Just made out of 2 pieces of wood and then some acrylic spray. Not acrylic spray. Silver spray, then black acrylic, and then some clear coat. Really gives a profile of the chainsaw. And as you guys can see here, just for display purposes, I have the beginning of my cushioning locking piece in here. So that's pretty neat. As you guys can see, I got this seam glued up that USPS fucked up. You can barely even tell it's there.
Okay.
And yeah, this thing is very heavy, very sturdy.
But with the blade being wood, I'm assuming your Comic-Con allows something like that.
To date.
Because I know my Baltimore Comic-Con, the one I'm going to, doesn't.
Finish up my reloader. I may or may not dye the pants. Hold on 1 minute, Al. This thing's screwing up. My bar is not real. And not con approved. Oh, yikes. That's, that'd probably be more like a display piece if I won the contest, because I remember you said you were doing a contest. This bar that I'm getting is from a former member. Just a, somebody who's done some bad things in the group and is trying to repent for what he's done. I'm not going to get into that because, this group is positivity, and we're sticking to positivity. So I won't bring up the name, I won't bring up what he's done, so on and so forth. Just a former member who's trying to repent for stuff he's done. That's all. So he just decided to give me the bar for free. But I will try to enter that contest now. If that would be okay, I'm not sure if I should, because I feel other knights should have a chance to win some pretty cool stuff. But, if the option's there, the option's there. Yeah, I do have some slight tweaking of things to do. I do plan on adding a homemade toggle latch onto this piece right here. I obviously need to paint, not paint. I need to sand this down, kind of pretty it up, paint it, add the rest of the magnets, and then find a way to attach it.
Video on how to make a good
And I
Spider-Man
am debating whether or
2099
not I should
costume.
dye those pants a slightly darker
Think
color. Not dye them, but like
you might be able
just
to
slightly
hit
darken them.
some
We'll
some sites for a good suit.
and then
all depends on what your
sure if
budget
I'm gonna
is, Devin.
Saw down the boomstick or not. There's not much left to do, guys. This is just again a gloss over of everything I have. But when the time comes, which should be very soon, probably the next 2 days or more, I want to say like a week at the latest, maybe a week. A week at the latest, I should have the entire cosplay finished and ready for you Knights alone to see in full working action. And then I will be going on my YouTube channel to once again break down every single little piece that I have gotten done. So lots of major upgrades have been made to this Ash cosplay. So once I have photos of me in the full getup, ready to go, ready to fight some demons, I will also be doing an evolution of my Ash cosplay from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Just to get anybody who's feeling a little insecure about the project, nobody starts off perfect. Your Ash cosplay may or may not be perfect the first time around. It depends, A, on how much you know, B, how experienced you are with working the materials, and C, if you want to put the time and effort in it. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my first couple of attempts at an Ash cosplay really fucking sucked.
Budget.
Like, they were
because
awful.
budget can cover for a lot of A, B, and C as well.
Of them. It's odd, but
as someone who's cosplayed multiple
insecure
times in different
cosplay,
suits of
maybe
Batman, I can definitely tell you,
motivate you to keep
budget
on going and try and make your
definitely
own.
matters.
Doesn't need to be perfect, of course. No cosplay can be perfect. It's a cosplay, you know. You just do what you want to do, make some slight edits, then go ahead and make your own little tweaks here and there. I just decided to go with some certain aspects just because I feel like it. Like, for example, this piece you don't even need. He only wears it in the 3rd season, and most of the time you don't even see it. But I decided because I thought it looked kind of cool, and it really brought the more 50% man, 50% machine sort of deal that I kind of liked about the series. Because, like, if you think about it now, Ash is kind of becoming more mechanical in a sense. Like, think about it. He's got a robotic gauntlet. He's got a chainsaw for a hand. He's got a shotgun always on his back, and now he's got this little doohickey on his hip. You know, so I kind of like that more Survivor-esque kind of mentality to him. So I just decided to add it. Or, you know, if you can't find certain parts, like the shirt. You don't have to get my shirt. You could get the Key Apparel shirt. I wanted to get the more accurate shirt, but I didn't know about it until it was too late, and I already bought this shirt. Exactly, Kyle. You got to start somewhere. So I will be, the minute I have this cosplay finished and I can actually take photos, and I mean good photos, not with this shitty camera. This thing is horrible. So once I can get some good photos with this, I will be showing you guys an evolution of the Ash cosplay over the years. I will then do a live breakdown of everything. Not just a gloss over of details like I did here, but you guys will know exactly what I got, where I got it, possibly the price if I can remember. I'm horrible at memory. And I will be telling you guys exactly how I weathered or painted or achieved the look of certain items. So that's kind of like my big spiel there. So let me just grab everything. So, once again, you got your clothes right here. A blue Cabela shirt, some brown Goodwill pants, a basic brown belt, and some black socks. As well as a pair of, let me check the name, Bram boots. And I'll do it for the clothes. So we'll just set this right here. You got your Ash vs. Evil Dead Power Glove. I do have the hand, but I'm not counting in this cosplay just because the hand is pretty simple to make. I will probably do a separate video on the hand later when I have some updates on it because I haven't touched that thing in a while. You got your boomstick, which Al, I think, posted a link to in the group. Let me just cock this back there.
I love the sound effects on that.
you got your reloader. I will be posting a link to this in the group, so that way anybody can get one. You can get this either as a kit or you can get it painted. Kit would be $25. Painted would be $50. So I decided to go with the cheaper option. Plus, it gives me something to do. You got your Necronomicon, whether you're just buying one, whether it can open or close, whether it's the Ashes of Dead or any Necronomicon, you just need a Necronomicon. I plan on making a little harness for this, so that way I can just kind of saddle on my hip. You got your harness. And then you got the chainsaw. Again, this is a Brett's Groovy chainsaw, and I'm not sure if he's doing them anymore or not. He said he might be retiring, but I'm not sure. Again, this is not questions for me. I probably shouldn't even be saying that. But you got your chainsaw.
Has Evil Dead 4 been
Homelight
confirmed?
XL.
Not yet.
Better hurry up if you want.
Sam Raimi is showing interest in doing one, but he also showed interest about like 15 years ago.
And all that's left for me to do is
so it's
really
not confirmed
just
yet.
Debate whether or not I want to darken the pants, finish up the little reloader, add 2 small things to my power glove. I need to add a ribbon cable and a toggle latch, saw down my boomstick, and then dirty up the shoes so that way they're a bit of a darker brown. And then I need to shave and then get a haircut and such. The haircut will happen on September.
Do I think Sam Raimi would ever do a
so
Spider-Man
be ready
4?
for that.
Likely not. The next time
It's gonna
you
look
would
weird, I know,
see
but
Tobey
we'll get used to it
Maguire is
eventually.
if they do a live action
And
into
that
the
is
Spider-Verse
everything,
movie.
Knights. That is all my Ash vs. Evil Dead stuff. If you missed out on the clothes section, go back and watch the last live. I will label
And
these.
doing one with Tom Holland probably
Ash vs.
wouldn't
Evil Dead
make
cosplay
too much
part
sense.
1, the clothes, and then Ash vs. Evil Dead cosplay part 2, which is this video, the armory, because we get more into details about the weapons and such. Alrighty, Knights. I'm hoping to have some good cosplay videos, the evolution post soon, and another live to go over every single little detail on this thing. It's been groovy being around with you, Knights, and it's been groovy getting some awesome information and some awesome links to really cool pieces to really complete this look. So I want to give you a few shout-outs. I want to give a shout-out to Al Barati for help, well, for A, accepting me into this group and basically helping me become a part of the family here. B, for the Groovy Shotgun. I don't know how the hell you got this thing. I think you might have got it from Kirk. I'm not sure. And lastly, for some more information on the shirt. I will probably replace the shirt sooner or later, but for Con, I'm just sticking to this shirt. No point in replacing it if it looks good. I want to give a shout out to Kurt. Where do I begin? Why do I give a shout out to Kurt? Holy shit, there's too many fucking reasons. A, you made me jealous enough to go out and redo my harness. That's not usually an easy feat, so I will give you a damn props for that, man. And I gotta say, thanks to your information, I am extremely proud of this, and I love how it feels. It feels like a real army material. It just feels so fucking nice. I'm not sure how you came up with this, but dude, you are like a fucking mastermind.
Oh yeah, Devin, I would love
Also
a
wanna give a
Spider-Man
shout out
2099
for,
movie.
Kind of provide me with some entertainment. I love watching his video. I watch his full Ash breakdown video all the time, I'm not gonna lie. Little sock-rush, I know, but hey, you gotta get entertainment how you can. I just love that video. I love watching people explain their cosplays. I just find that shit interesting.
I mean,
And
it's very
lastly, I want
possible,
to give him a
Music
bit of a
Man.
shout out just for being a pretty groovy
Very
dude.
possible to get a Scream reboot.
If you love his work, I suggest you check out his page. I forgot the name of his page. I haven't been there in a bit, but he has a cosplay page, so I suggest you check it out. He's got really good stuff. And of course, how could I end this
Very
video without
scary
giving a
German
shout out to the
guy
most groovy
from
son of a
Monster
bitch out
Squad.
here?
I can't remember who that is, but
Bob
it's been a while
John,
since I
aka
watched that.
Brett's Groovy Chainsaws. I don't even need to explain this one, people. Just take a look. It speaks for itself. It literally speaks for itself. It doesn't even need words. So I thank you guys again, not only for your time and your participation to the group,
So
but for
fucking
really
juicy,
giving me
dude.
a home of sorts. I don't
Hey,
really,
Trent's
How
dialogue
many people I can talk
in
to
the
about this
remake
stuff
is
because,
hilarious.
Outcast and such,
But I
So
just
this
think
place
of
right here is just kind of like a
Decker
nice kind of home
Shadow,
for me, and
not
I
Decker
feel like
Shadow,
I'm at with-
Boost
I
the
feel like I'm with
Reboots
family.
with that,
and I think that's a
where
pretty
he
good
first
feeling to
meets
have if you join this
Clay
group.
in
It's
the
a good
store.
mentality to be in.
And he's like,
Alrighty,
Jenna,
Knights, I
fetch
shall
my
be
wrestling
back
oil.
soon with more lives, definitely more videos, a lot more photos, and that breakdown and evolution post I promised. It's all coming
An
together
ice cream
very slowly,
reboot.
folks, and I only have you Knights to thank for it. So
I want an
thank
ice
you
cream
for
reboot.
making this place a groovy one. Okay. Stay tuned, and I'm hoping to have more on the way. Stay groovy.
I'm sure Ghostface is somewhere lurking. He's just one phone call away. But that's some good shit, Paris. That's some definitely, like, some really good stuff. Not bad. Oh, there we go. Now, little hand. I know you just happened to pop in and talk about some fucking juicy tits. Feast your eyes on this, my friend. Have you ever seen tits this juicy? Have you ever just wanted to touch the nipple and just caress it? I'm gonna take him home to mama. Video idea for a Scream reboot? I could do that. Especially given how much fun it was to do the Nightmare one. I think I could do that. What do you say? Like, you'd win first place in a fucking titty contest? Oh my gosh. I guess I should throw this guy back on before we begin the movie. What you guys say? Give me one moment. It feels only right to be wearing this guy before we watch the final movie of the series right now. Touching that Jason titty makes me want to jack off. Go with that feeling. Embrace it. Let it become you. And soon, you too will and God damn it, get the hell on there. It's like fucking putting on a condom on my head. Shit. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm in there. Oh God, it's like my first time all over again. Come on. Put your titties in there. God damn it. Cooperate. Oh, yeah. Like a glove. You can do it, Rob Schneider voice. I feel ready. Is it me or is this chat getting hot? Whew. I got the Crystal Lake vapors. Let's get this guy on right. as we have our final sign off from Crystal Lake. What's going on, 420 Spring? Glad you could join us. Welcome to the end of summer camp. You have to make sure, if you didn't go this summer, you come next summer. Send your kids. We love kids. Especially ones that are juicy. Juicy, juicy kids. When does Michael Myers come out? I believe October of next year. Well, Jason always could talk. I mean, when I was in that water, in my mother's flashback hallucination, I was saying, "Help me, mommy. Help me." But she never fucking did. She just sat in the kitchen washing dishes and shit. Meanwhile, I'm in the water drowning. There's counselors that are fucking somewhere. Do you not prefer the potato sack? The potato sack smelled like anus. Nasty, rancid anus. The moment I saw this shit, I was never going back to that thing. Matter of fact, I swear, there was a rabid squirrel that rubbed his ass all over that potato sack. But it was the only thing I had, so I made it work. We don't offer swimming lessons. They never hired that instructor. I mean, I applied. And they told me I could get the job. But I bet it does, 420. I bet it does. This is like a scary movie spoof. So once again, before we start the movie, send your kids. The juicy ones, too. Jason loves juicy kids. When he stabs them and they splatter. Thank you for the follow, 420. It's always 420 in Crystal Lake. I just want to let you know that. We encourage 420 activities. What does Michael Myers like? I tell you what he doesn't like. One time it was in October. That motherfucker came to my camp. And you know, you don't just come to a man's home and not bring a gift. So, you know, I poked him in the ass with the machete. He took it some kind of way, packed his knife, and went back to Haddonfield. I ain't seen him since. Next thing I know, this motherfucker's walking around Haddonfield with a wrinkled up mask that might smell like pussy. Glad I could be here with you, little hand. Yes, Paris. The quote of 2019. Why do I hate Krueger? Because that man's just creepy. Always looking for like pictures of me when I was a kid. And like feeling my bald head. I get it. My head has lumps. They don't all the lumps do not feel like individual titties. Please stop touching them. You'd love to take a whiff out of that mask. I thought about it, but knowing that he's been wearing that shit all night, that shit probably not only smells like pussy, that shit smells like pussy in toilet bowl water. Quote me on that. Hey Ty, how you doing? Welcome. Oh, no worries, little hand, no worries. We got all the time in the world. Because you know. Who knows when a new Friday the 13th movie's coming? Because people can't get their shit together and join together in harmony. So I can kill some people. That's all I want to do. Just a little bit of bloodletting. Don't even call me Jason. Just call me that man in the mask. That's all I want. That's all I want. I have a feeling we're going to have a good time with this stream tonight. Mental breakdown because of corn. Now, the children of the corn visited me once. I told them, get the fuck out of my woods. That's all I got. That's all I told them. I mean, as soon as they saw me, they fucking scurried off and saying shit about he who walks behind the rose. I don't even know. There's no roses in Crystal Lakes. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Ash, he's alright. He's okay. He's got some issues. Definitely. I mean, I brought him over to the shack one night, and I don't know what he did. He spent the night, but I could have swore. Don't. I'm not saying it's a definite, but I could have swore he was doing something to my mama's head. I have no idea what it was, but I know I heard something about let me show you my boomstick, which I don't know what the fuck that means. And hail to the king, baby. I didn't see any kings. But next thing I know, my mom's head, it had a different kind of shine to it the next day. Ash was already gone. I don't know if he polished her or what. But she ain't been right since. What's going on, Ranger? How you doing? Harsh gurgling in the head stump. Not my mama! Alright, guys. Oh, do I have a Scream mask? Now, we have been over this with another viewer on YouTube. It is a ghost face mask, not a Scream mask. Sorry, I see this in the movies all the time. I always want to do this. But yes, I do have one. Jason kill for me? Who do you want me to kill? I could go do it. For the right price. All I ask is that you send your juicy kid to Camp Crystal Lake. Send the juicy kids. The ones that splatter good. I don't have a 1-800 number. We haven't had phone lines in Camp Crystal Lake in over 30 years. But do we have an email address? No? We don't have an email address too. So you just send them. Please. I've been so lonely. Oh yeah. Juicy kids, that comes in all genders, sizes, and in areas. Especially the teenagers around 18. We need counselors too. Send the counselors. The juiciest counselors. We have a pretty good survival rate. No, that's a lie. They all die, but we at least love the juicy counselors before they go. You know, the real juicy ones that you just grab onto, and that's their head. You sick fucks. Grabbing their head and squeezing them. And sometimes ripping at their rib cage. Stop it! You guys are nasty. So, who has their copies of this fucking remake ready to go? Ghostface is missing, and Ghost of Crystal Lake is working overtime, which I can understand that. Sometimes I kill a couple of extra kids here and there. Alright. So, for some of you that may not know, the way we're doing this commentary, I'll be watching the movie, you'll be watching your copy of the movie. It will not be on screen. So I will give a countdown, letting you know when to hit play as I hit play. So when I see something, you should see it too. And you know what? I shall suffer through the sweat and tears and shame and all kinds of other shit, keeping this on throughout the movie for as long as I can before I die. I know you guys were asking for a flip yesterday. This is far better than a flip. This is heat exhaustion. So let me put my headphones on. Get over to my commentary screen. Go. What? Goddamn Internet of Crystal Lake. This shit sucks. Let's try that again. And go. There we go. I'm in the darkness. Lift the mask up near the end for a face reveal. You got it, little hand. You got it. That juicy face reveal. Oh, yeah. Alright, guys, here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. Yeah, the picture is kind of, well, it is from the first Friday the 13th. But there wasn't any really good box art pictures that I could find that you guys didn't already see. I figured, why not go with an old classic, especially since my thumbnail is a little bit of a newer kind of thing. Platinum Dues. June 13th, 1980. Hey, I was born that day. At least that's what my mama says. I couldn't agree more, little hand. I couldn't agree more. Kill her, mama! That's right, come here. The last. That's right, mama, they were mean to me. Not you, mama. Keep Ash away from that head. Again, I don't know what he does to it, but it has a weird shine and a nasty kind of smell to it. And I've been living in the woods for decades. I know what some serious funk smells like, and I ain't never smelled nothing like that. Well, there was that time with Chris. No. I didn't smell nothing like that before. Dude, that machete's bigger than me. Oh yeah, you could definitely tell. They just threw a little bit of the dialogue from part 1 in there. And she was trying to channel a little bit too much of Betsy, but she would have been fine. I would have loved to have seen this, at least the first half of this, completely tell the story from part one, and the second half kind of tell the story from part two. Especially because if you would have had this kind of storyline as the first half of the movie, barring the Jason taking a hostage, you could have had it where Pamela went on her killing spree and ultimately got killed. And then give us the Jason backstory, like he lived in the woods and picked up where Pamela left off. I know, Devin, she got her head cut off. I do remember that too, Lil Han. Couple of jokes about that, actually. Especially from Boots to Reboots. There was a TV show I seen like that before, too. Where we got halfway through the show. It was like something on Netflix. Might have been Daredevil or something. Where we got halfway through the show and then they gave us the beginning credits. This is like by far a rushed, less interesting version of the part two campfire talk about Jason. Pretty much all that. While looking for fucking the golden stash of weed somewhere out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, which, if they don't know where this stuff is, how the fuck did they even know there was weed out there to begin with? Let alone to actually, like, pack up and go out there to check. Some of my favorite horror fan films, there's a couple of them. The Confessions of Fred Krueger jumps to mind as one of the lower budgeted ones. Of course, Never Hike Alone. Which I definitely cannot wait for September 13th. There's going to be a lot of good stuff coming out. gratuitous booby scene. Yeah, definitely, Loan, especially if we didn't know who Jason was already. That's right, get the fuck out of here. In this case, Lohan, yes, they are. She's one of the juicy ones. Stop pissing on my trees! Stay off my weed. Don't touch my shit. I keep that for Mama. It's the only way I can get over the pain of her being beheaded for over 20 years. Yeah, definitely. Never Hike Alone did set the bar extremely high. Never touch a man's stash. Ever. Sense of adventure, my ass. Boobies! Yes! So Jason had his own cabin with a bed with his own name on it. Exactly. Which that man now knows. Don't touch my stash. I miss the garbage shack too. It was kind of weird in this one that they replaced the shack with a cabin. And I miss Crazy Ralph too. This one should have had something to do with a Crazy Ralph. How the fuck did you hear anything while supposedly moaning? I mean, she really is juicy though. I mean, you are kind of fucking in the woods. Onlookers be damned. I mean, I know it's Jason, but it being a creature from the woods never crossed your mind? It's got the death curse. God, I do miss Crazy Ralph. Going out there with a boner. You imagine he getting caught in a bear trap? Christopher Lloyd would make a great Crazy Ralph type character. Chris Elliott, that's the guy who had the little baby hand in Scary Movie 2, isn't it? That's right, get back in the tent. Because nobody can get you as long as you're in the tent. Matter of fact, get in the sleeping bag too, because that is a proven source of security. Well, hello, Mr. Collection. Yeah. Get her. Get her. I mean, you gotta get her. Get the head. I mean, that came out completely wrong. You people are perverts, and you are corrupting my poor 11-year-old mind. And then Jason became the trapper from Dead by Daylight. I mean, I could see. Nah, I wouldn't want to say Chris Elliott could play Crazy Ralph. I mean, he probably could, but I think it'd be too distracting because all I would see is the guy from Scary Movie. Jason's gonna be sued by the crapper and the trapper. I don't need no more I don't need no more lawsuits. None. Trapper and Crapper, they stole from me. I'm the original. Well, maybe not so much the Crapper. But there was that... No, I don't want to get into that. That could start some other things. Yeah, Jason is definitely... He wasn't the problem for me in this movie at all. The problem to me with this movie stemmed from the characters. The characters and the overall story just didn't feel much like a Friday the 13th. Up until Jason's on screen, you wouldn't know that it was a Friday the 13th movie. Most Friday the 13ths have its own identity that is pretty easy to recognize as soon as you put on the screen. And Harry Manfredini's score, or at least something similar to it, would have been wildly preferred. If they don't learn anything else from Halloween 2018, they should learn that music in line with the original series is key to keeping that movie's identity. Does Jason shit in the woods? Yeah. And sometimes we use... Well, not we, because it's just me. But sometimes I use leaves as toilet paper. One time there was this dog named Muffin that came into the woods. And I tried a little bit of something different. Bastard bit me on the ass. So you know what? I bit him back. And the fucker actually tasted good. So I ate the whole fucking thing. Ironically, the dog gave me shits too. Oh yeah, this Jason has definitely seen a couple of accuracy ranges to speak, not just with archery. You gotta love that, just sprint up to him. Okay, now, I get that he takes her because he thinks that that's his mother. But seeing how he ran up to her, he only has one good eye to see. And he's wearing a bag over his head. The way he runs up to her and brings down that machete, how does he stop the momentum? Because he realizes this girl screaming in the dark is his mother. Hey, what's going on, Buzz? How you doing? Oh yeah. Cock blocking since 1980, technically 2, because that's when part 2 came out, but canon-wise, 84. Again, send the juicy counselors and kids. I'll be waiting. Do not wipe your ass with poison ivy. I did it once. It still itches. It does. Title card. That will always stay with me because of dead meat. Did you just fart in my presence? I just think because this is the part here. Jenna, fetch my wrestling oil. Yeah, it's supposed to be technically the first, at least from what I remember them saying, it's supposed to be the first 4 movies kind of fit into one. Basically, a retelling of those films. Just for me, the characters, in my eyes, were nowhere near as likable as they were in parts 3 and 4. Even part 2, the characters were very, very likable. Here, they're just kind of generic cannon fodder with the token asshole. Is that indicating that Jason has killed thousands of people around there? Or at least, at the very least, hundreds? Nice. Has a nice ring to it. Just pop in. Nice. Coming soon. Friday the 13th. The circumcision. Don't put me in a box. But you are in a box. Like, literally. And you get Friday. The transition. See, Paris, I'd save that if Michael ever came to my woods. You just see him walking through the forest and all that, just breathing all hard. and I'd be hiding behind a tree, trying to get his attention. Like, see if he catches on. If he looks, he knows what he is. Yeah, I don't like that either, Little Hand. Which, that was something the original series did not really do. Because, I mean, they even broke some things with, like, having black bikers. Which, especially in the 80s, it was accepted, but not to that degree that you would see on screen a lot. Like, you saw something like that with the Warriors and stuff like that, but here they are completely playing the token characters. You got the token Asian guy, the token black guy, the token asshole, the token final girl, the token blonde slutty girl, instead of just actually having natural, relatable characters. Like, regardless of color or background or anything like that. So you wonder if Jason ever just visited her from time to time. You know, had sandwiches, maybe a nice tea or something. Because clearly she's wrong. Because when he goes to the barn and gets the hockey mask, that motherfucker, as annoying as he was, wasn't walking anywhere but the barn. Oh yeah, Danielle Panabaker is definitely a hot girl. Like, I always love watching her on The Flash too. Maybe not the hottest, but still very hot. This old lady is badass. Oh yeah. Like, leave Jason alone. You figure there's got to be some kind of story between her and Jason. Maybe she knew Pamela before Pamela was killed. And she knew Jason when Jason was a little kid. I'll see you when you get back, Devin. Yeah, Buzz. That is the guy from Texas Chainsaw. The old woman is also from Texas Chainsaw, too. Maybe Pamela is her lesbian lover. Uses the severed head of Pamela for other things. All she needs is the tongue. Just the tongue. And pretty much, like, Little Hand, like, Trent is definitely an enigma. Which I guess he's supposed to be playing a real asshole version of Rick. From part 3. The one that didn't want to actually have Chris's friends up there at Higgins Haven with him and Chris. Like, why would you try to sell someone weed and then tell them where you actually got it from? What's the point of fucking trying to sell it? I just walk out back and grab some. Trent is Trump in his earlier years. Like after he fucks the one blonde chick and like gets called out on it, like wrong, fake news. Yeah, it is a definite. That's a real good comparison. Like between Trent and Trey. Oh yeah, Lohan. Like this movie, while the characters aren't as good and well written as in the original series, at least in my mind, they do have some really laugh out loud moments with their dialogue. Fuck Trey and his feng shui. There it is. Jenna, fetch my wrestling oil. I thought it was the other part, but I guess it's that part too. Could go either way. Said, and back and I'm wearing a Jason mask now too. Let the cult begin. Well, I guess technically he did walk where he wasn't supposed to. He touched Jason's stash too. Oh yeah, Chillin hasn't been around in weeks. I don't think his mother paid the internet bill and probably punished him from it for a good long while. Whew. Alright, give me one moment. Whew. I don't think I can go any longer with the mask on. Yes, Mercs. Or D-Mercs. It is me. Or was I Roy the entire time? You decide. Rob the Jason Hunter. I shall keep the hockey mask on, though. Because, I mean, I still got kind of a bald head, so it works. Oh, hell no. Join us, D-Mercs. Join us. Hit the follow button and become part of the camp. Send the juicy counselors. Send them. We learn about chopping. And mostly just chopping, but chopping! I mean, that's a mannequin. So, if he's putting his dick in a mannequin, that shit seems like that would hurt. Oh, somewhat of a face reveal. I don't know. I do like the other scene that they did for this, where Jason actually decapitates him while he's wearing the mask and takes the hockey mask off of him, as opposed to finding it here. I thought that scene would have worked better than that. Just like slicing the throat with the machete. No, Ty, I did not know that. Yeah, Nightwish is pretty good. I like Nightwish. Jason loves hockey masks. It was always my dream to play. Although this is the closest to a hockey stick that I know how to use. I mean, I kind of slap shot, maybe? Kind of slap shot? No? Well, fuck. Thank you, Russian Gremlin. The mask loves you as well. Join us. What's my favorite horror movie of 2019 so far? I mean, there hasn't really been a whole lot of good ones. At least none that jump out to me that came out this year. I mean, there's been some pretty good TV series, like Slasher Season 3 I liked. But movie-wise, I mean, maybe Brightburn. Brightburn's been was a pretty good one. Am I ready for September 13th? You know it. All of those Friday the 13th fan films coming, I am so fucking ready. Oh yeah, that's the scene, Buzz. Looking real juicy. She's really buoyant. Sorry, again, another Boots the Reboots joke. Oh. Yeah, Jason's accuracy is fucking insane. What do you want from me? Why don't you come closer so I can tell you? If I had to sleep with a male horror serial killer, who would it be? Probably Norman Bates. Because there's just something about mothers that I just can't get over. But only as the mother personality. See, it's like right there. Why didn't we get the Jason sound? Oh. Hey. She has nipples like mine. Really, she has nipples like mine. So does that mean that? I mean, there's obviously a relation there somewhere, isn't it? I mean, the evidence is there. Hey, what's going on, Death? Welcome back. As you see, we're off and running. At least they're not nipples like KM's nipples. Super nipple punch. And then they just like flip around. That was something from the Jason X commentary. I thought it was Thursday. I don't know why. I mean, I often dream of just endless Fridays that fall on the 13th. That, ooh, someone looks sexy. Do you like what you see? I'm glad you do. like what you say. Welcome to the stream, Katie. How you doing tonight? Oh, I look beautiful. Those words haven't been uttered since my mama still had a head. Not often you see a killer that can't see that needs to turn on the fucking lights. Which, Katie, I got one question for you. Oh, I am wonderful, Katie. How do you like my nipples? Are they beautiful too? I'd put this thing back on, but I am fucking overheating. So maybe in a little bit, I will go full Jason again. But as of right now, I have to de-air a little bit. They look very hard. They are. It's kind of cool right now. Always beautiful. Hey, Katie, I've been talking to people on YouTube about this. But have you thought about joining the camp? We are accepting applications all year round. Especially for the juicy ones. We love the juicy ones. Sign up now while spots are available. JC got to take me on a date without killing me. I don't know. Most people know me as a lady killer. Wank, wank. Like, if you can handle it. Can you handle it? Do you really want the ch and the ah? Oh yeah, little hand. I know you like how juicy my tits are. Thank you for following, Katie. Oh, you can handle it. I got to put that to the test. Oh, yeah. I think Lil Han, I'm going to have to take her home to mama. Look, you want a job at Crystal Lake? Are you one of the juicy ones, Ranger? We love the juicy ones. The juiciness cannot be contained. It sure can't. We're going to have to rename it from Camp Blood to Camp Juicy. Like, man, you gotta whisper that. Like, you just can't be getting frustrated and yelling out all willy-nilly and shit. You never know who might be in the next room wearing a mask. Armed with a machete. Camp Juicy. Sounds like a porno. One of the requirements, you have to be able to take up to here. That's for the head counselor. He's like, you know my name? You are my mama. Like, we gotta get t-shirts made up. I survived Camp Juicy. You can do sword swallowing. How are you with machetes? Can I do Freddy next if I put together the costume? Right now, the only things I got is the 1978 Michael Myers, 2018 Michael Myers, and Jason. So I really can't. Well, Katie, you never know unless you try. How good are you at taking an axe to the back? That's a good question, Katie. We must know these things. All for Camp Juicy. But oof. Yeah, I can see Kane Hodder playing a Sheriff Hoyt type character, especially if you watch Death House. I think he has the capacity to play something like that. How do you not cuss him out just because, like, talking about a fucking chair and, like, my lip is, like, on fire? Yes, they do. You masturbate a hell of a lot. Like Jason just hiding out in there waiting for someone to come out. Yeah, Kane's good enough of an actor to play killers outside of being the masked silent type. I think he's decent enough. I mean, he's not going to probably win any Oscars or anything like that. But I think he has pretty good acting chops. Especially for a stuntman. But I do know he did express interest of coming back to playing Jason. The only thing is, I believe with Tom McLaughlin's script, I believe he said he wrote that with C.J. Graham in mind. So if Tom McLaughlin gets his movie made, it's very likely that we see C.J. Graham or someone similar to C.J. come back. The tits are stupendous. Here it is, little hand. It's the part. Best sex scene of 2009. Like, you gonna do it right there on the couch? Or on the chair? I take your ass to the bathroom at least. No one can take their eyes away. Good night, Music Man. Hope to see you Sunday when we start our Scream streams. Which I will be... Actually, yeah, I do have a Ghostface costume. So Ghostface is going to be coming. Tits are just fucking so juicy, dude. Perfect nipple placement. Do I have perfect nipple placement? I think I do. They're still hard. Really hard. She does have some nice taters. Agreed. Very, very compatible with our standards at Camp Juicy. It's time once again to put the nipples away. Ooh, there I am. I must hide the nipples. The Voorhees nipples for this. I have to think about monetization. Juicy the 13th. Oh yeah, little hand. They're way too juicy just to be left out unattended. There we go. I feel refreshed. Jason's going to jack off in the woods after seeing that shit. Like fucking all over the woods. Like I said, I know a girl in real life with juicy boobies, JG Dark. Have you told her about our openings? She must know about our openings. We need the juicy ones. She must come to Camp Juicy. I swear I should probably do like a some kind of parody commercial for like Camp Crystal Lake as Camp Juicy. I think that shit would be hilarious. Juicy the 13th. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that a lot, Ranger. Juicy the 13th. Welcome to Camp Juicy. Friday the 13th, part juicy. I like it. I like it so much. Oh yeah. Maybe you can't see that. That's how much I like it. I like it a lot. Oh yeah. The juiciest Jason movie ever. Oh yeah. Now you got me going. Let me put that back away for monetization reasons. I'm so not getting monetized for this video. This video will not be monetized at all. Be gentle, Jason. Hell no, we live rough. They should monetize it. I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping once this stream is over and it gets uploaded onto the channel that I don't get some kind of email like, you are playing porn on your channel, sir. Like, I swear, it's just rubber nipples. That is not helping my case at all. Camp Juicy. We have so many lawsuits we can't even enter our own office. Because it's filled with that many lawsuits. Unfortunately, yes. And petitions. Don't forget petitions. There are very, very many petitions out there too. We're just getting hit with everything. All over. This juicy live feed is gonna get 1 billion hits. They'll have to monetize it. It's not what YouTube wants. It's what the people want. And they want Jason nipples. Oh yeah. Camp Juicy. The last best night you'll ever have. I like that. That's actually a good tagline, Lil Hand. Now, how the hell... Because, I mean, that's some strong fucking nails in the wall. Especially for as easy as she falls down afterwards. The juicier, the better. I'm all for it, Buzz. Just show me where you want to stick it. I mean, there's not many places I won't just shove it in there. Like, but I think that could be a gold mine. No, the titties are dead titties now. I mean, even dead titties need love too, Lil Han. You said you met all the people who played Jason Blackgrave. That is pretty fucking awesome. Even Steve Dash and Richard Booker. Richard Booker, sorry. That's some sweet ass shit. Did you get any autographs from him, Blackgrave? Like anything signed? Like I would want to send this in to get signed by as many actors that played Jason as possible. Which, if you guys are wondering where I got this, they do sell these at Spirit. Which, as soon as I saw it, I had to have it. So you got pics with them. Fucking sweet. I would have loved to have gone to Monster Mania this October to meet Kane Hodder and CJ Graham. But maybe next year. So you can send me pics, feel free, yeah. You can hit me up on my Facebook or Instagram or any of those. Mostly Facebook. Facebook is where I get the majority of my messages. But yeah, I definitely would be interested in seeing. There's so many horror people outside of even Jason I would love to see. But I would love to meet as many Jasons as possible too. And thank you for the follow, Black Grave. Glad you have joined us. The darkness is growing. As cheesy as it sounds, I still like that. Trent Scream is my right now. You gonna put this movie on just for the juicy factor? I mean, it definitely has it. Oh, I would have loved to have met Richard Brooker with my part 3. Well, my part 3 costume on. Getting a picture with that would have been fucking awesome. Join the juicy side. You got your Nintendo mask sign. That is fucking awesome too, my friend. Like shit, there's a lot of things I would love to get signed. Like, for instance, I would want my Freddy glove signed, but my Freddy glove is so old and decrepit that if I wanted to get someone like Robert Englund to sign it, I would probably want a brand new Freddy glove to do it. Which I think that's going to be one of my holy grail type items. Then, of course, getting as many Jasons to sign a hockey mask as possible, or even the Crystal Lake sign. If I can get as many of those signatures on the Crystal Lake sign, I'm good. Which I know some conventions have where you can send your stuff if you can't attend the convention. Like I know Monster Mania has that where you can send your item to the convention to get signed. You have a rubber chicken from Robert Englund. Holy shit, man. I need pictures of your collection. That's what it sounds like I need also. Because it sounds like you have a very, very nice and interesting collection. So I take it you guys are enjoying the costume stream so far. I actually enjoy it. Like having the mask on kind of brings out a different character in me. Makes me feel like I'm more than what I was. You met Elvira, and you met the maker of Dawn of the Dead. Tom Savini? Not Tom Savini. Oh, no. George Romero. Well, I'm definitely glad you're enjoying the stream, Black Grave. Juicy Jason is the best Jason. Definitely hoping I can keep this energy up with once we start doing Scream. We'll start doing like costume themed streams. I'm somewhere around here, Devin. I'm somewhere around here. Which I'm thinking from all the money I get between ad revenue and super chats, I think I may invest into a costume per franchise. If I can get enough money from the super chats and ad revenue, I think that'd be something to invest in for this channel, almost more than equipment. I mean, good thing is I got Scream going into Halloween. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Ghostface next week, and then a lot of Michael Myers. And with Michael Myers, I got 2 costumes. So we're going to be splitting back and forth. If Friday the 13th, 2009 is juicy, what will Scream be? You got to join the stream buzz to find out. We don't want to give away all of our secrets. Could be the Pokey Club. Could be something else. You never know. Make sure you're with us when we start the stream. JG, everybody's a suspect. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you. Oh. And Danielle Pandabaker is down. Guess she couldn't access the Killer Frost powers. Did I ever hear of a band called Blood Ceremony? I have not, Ty. Oh, trust me, Buzz. I was in the Michael Myers costume not too long ago on stream. If Chillin hasn't come out of hiding for that, he's not coming out of hiding for anything. I think his mother right now is the gatekeeper. And I think she's not relinquishing those keys for a very long time. Come to the stream Sunday so you can feel a little woozy, man. Feeling a little woozy here. And don't break the phone, you dick. Oh my gosh, how many windows are you gonna bust his head through? Oh, nice. Might have to check him out sometime. Good for Chillin's mommy. I don't know if it's too good for her. Because anybody that has to put up with him for as long as she has to, with no release as far as like giving him a device on the internet. Like instead of like giving him like a phone or something, like get away from me, you goofy little bastard. when I do the Halloween streams, just bring Chillin out of the basement. I would die if he returns for the Halloween streams. Which I have to look at the calendars to see how things measure up. Because I don't want to knock out the Halloween movies too early. Because I do know when I go to Comic-Con in October, that week I will not be live streaming. I'll probably be uploading some videos from Comic-Con, but I probably won't be live streaming. So I want to make sure I have enough of the commentary content that lasts up until Halloween. I don't want to blow my load a little bit too early. But I think we should be fine. Might have to spread the Halloween streams out a little bit, like I was doing before. Oh no, we'll see. If I need to, I might do some one-off movies like The Terrifier or something like that. Oh yeah, definitely, Ty. I'll check them out. Ooh, that just looks like that'd be painful if you fucking even touch that thing. Imagine Jason's just like, Mom, I'm kind of busy here. But you wonder if she would have kept playing that off if Jason would have listened to her. Oh yeah, definitely, Lohan. I definitely agree. It should have just been like, say hi to mommy. Like, you didn't need all the in hell kind of thing. You didn't need all that dialogue. Sort of like when Nancy in the Nightmare remake says, "Welcome to my world, bitch." Like, you didn't need that. But you can tell they definitely added that later. That probably wasn't in the script. Like, well, we got this dead space. We kind of need you to say something there. Yeah, it was like weird because the whole thing is like the chain is pulling Jason in. So even if his head was too big for that opening, the chain pulling in, that would have probably have caused some other damage because you'd have figured it either broke his neck or decapitated him just from the force of pulling it. Like, unless the chain broke from being in there, like, there was no reason he shouldn't have been grinded in a hamburger. I mean, did Jason swim to the bottom of the lake, get his hockey mask, and then come back up and attack? Because for a kid that was thought to have drowned, he's got some good lung power. All right. And that was the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th. So, did you guys have a good time tonight? Did you enjoy the Jason JG? And did all of you sign up for the juiciest opening of a lifetime? Have the juiciest time of your life. Bring the juicy ones. So fucking juicy, dude. Oh man. Oh shit. That was fun. I think I will definitely be adopting the whole costume stream thing. Like, shit. Like, I definitely enjoyed that. Like, if I'd have known dressing up like Jason for these streams would have been that fun to begin with, I would have pulled this costume off the mannequin a long time ago. Holy fuck. But yeah, like I said, that was Friday the 13th, 2009. Definitely, a lot funner watching it with other fans. Granted, I still have my issues with the characters, but for all intents and purposes, it's still a good slasher movie. Especially Jason. Derek Mears' Jason is phenomenal. He did absolutely perfect. Which, if anything, I would love to see him come back as Jason at some point. Him, Kane, CJ Graham, anybody that's willing to do it, that's done it before, that I like, I'm all for it. But sadly, that concludes the Friday the 13th series, at least until September 13th, when I'll be doing my reaction videos to all of the fan films that come out. Which, like I said, I don't want to do those in a stream where I'm watching them on stream. I might do a commentary similar to how I did this, but I don't want to get caught in the same trap that I did when I got the copyright strike. So I'm not going to do that on stream. If I get some kind of copyright strike off stream, then I can still live stream. If I get it in a video, I'm good. If I get it while live streaming, that's when I get the live streaming taken away, at least until I can get something worked out. So, like, I don't want to fall into that again, because you guys know how that hurt. Trying to get you guys onto other platforms was incredibly difficult. And half the time, the other platforms didn't even work right. There was things that were freezing where you could see the video, but you couldn't hear it. There was all kinds of things. So YouTube is home. That's how we're doing this. Your tits are just so fucking juicy, dude. Perfect nipple placement. Sorry, little hand. I had to add that. Quotes from Camp Juicy 2019. Perfect nipple placement. You gotta love it. But yeah, it was a great series to watch. I enjoyed watching part 1 to the remake. And now we are off the screen. So Ghostface, I know if you're watching somewhere, I expect to see you there. If not, every time I see you pop into the stream, if you're not there for the very first Scream commentary, I will be calling my mask a Scream mask for the entire duration of all of those commentaries. So you better make sure you're there. Oh my God. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I want to thank you guys for sticking around with me. And throughout the entire Friday the 13th series. And I can't wait to see you guys again Sunday for Scream 1. Or just Scream. Just call it Scream. Scream 1, Scream 2. We're not going to put numbers on that. Not Scream 1 at least. But I will possibly be Ghostface that night. Just based on how much fun I had with this. Hello, Gimme Cash. How are you doing? Sadly, you have caught me at the end of the stream. But please, drop a follow on me so you're here Sunday once Ghostface is giving the commentary on Scream. If not, I'm sure you'll stop by again at some point. Because you know, they all want to be part of Camp Juicy. But with that being said, I'm going to hop off here. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you Sunday. And as always, I am JG Dark. And thank you for watching. See that dramatic pause? I'm learning. See you guys Sunday.